going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a good Wednesday. Trying to get Trey in here with us. Not sure what's going on. Who all we got with us today? I see Gabby, Matt Anderson. What's going on, everybody? Who all we got with us? Well, mid workout. You working out right now? Who all we got? Can y'all hear me tonight? Versus last time, this wasn't working. What's going on, Manny? Alex? Oh, okay. Well, get those semi-F failings out of here. I don't know what's going on with Trey. I hope everything's all right with him. Trying something different tonight. We're doing a vertical stream. Seemed to work well for us last time, so we're going to do it again. Hopefully that didn't mess him up. While we wait for him, let me know what y'all are training right now. What'd y'all do today? What's going on, Dustin? Dinner and ice bath. Okay. I'm going to do dinner as soon as we get done here. I didn't get to do an ice bath today. I need to do one. Rest. It's definitely on the game plan for me. We'll give Trey a few more minutes, see what's going on with him. Appreciate y'all joining me. Congrats on the PR. 145, nice. The yoke will do that. I don't like training yoke more than I have to. I love doing that as an event, but I do not like training it. Starting to get worried for Trey. He's not even responding to my text. I am struggling a little bit, Dustin. I'll be honest with you. My leg is giving me some trouble this week. For those of you who don't know, Saturday I was competing at the Hub City Classic in Mississippi, and during the second event, I went my third rep of the squat. Felt a very strong pop in my right quad. I thought it was the IT band, but it's looking more like the, I'm going to butcher this, vastus lateral. It's the quad muscle that goes on the outside of it, right above the IT band. Um, Looks like I'll be okay. There was no detachment. Everything is still. I'm able to flex the muscle. I just can't use it for any weight bearing. So when I'm walking, I look like a peg leg right now. I have to lock my knee before I can make a step. But there is bruising that started today that kind of freaked me out a little bit. But I talked to a friend of mine who's in sports medicine. He said, don't freak out. That's expected, especially with a minor tear. As long as I can still control the muscles and utilize everything, I should be okay. So hopefully I'll be able to return 6 to 8 weeks from now, and then I can start lifting heavy again. Oh, Trey's responding. Hang on. Well, never mind. He was typing and he quit. Did anybody get any PRs other than Gabby this week so far or last week? Don't be quiet on me now, y'all. Trying to save the bulk of the content for when Trey jumps on, if he jumps on. Uh, Appreciate that, Dustin. I think between the BPC and cold tubs, I'm on track to be back before the end of the year. Deadlift Saturday again. Ooh, have fun with that. Oh, the Kratos bar. Is that the Cerberus Kratos? Is that the 10-foot long bar, Destiny? And if so, who's got that bar? Manny, I saw you floor pressing. That looked good. That's the last bar in the ladder. Is that for OSG? I'm assuming. And when I said who has that bar, I meant who physically has it that you're going to be training on it, because I want to talk to them. Oh, they got it locked up. Oh, yeah, I bet. That bar ain't cheap. I think brand new, you're looking at over $1,000 after shipping. The Cerberus, I think it's Cerberus owns that bar. Going to be doing some keg overhead and deadlift tomorrow or Friday, and axle overhead Saturday, truck pull, yoke Sunday. Yeah, Gabby, sorry about Sunday. I'm sorry I wasn't able to hobble my way up there and help you with that this past Sunday. We'll get you set up for it this next weekend. Well, I appreciate that. Let's see, Aaron, a powerlifter, pretty sure Trotter said it's Kratos. We needed to use it this week and next. That makes sense. Yeah, I think Kratos and Cerberus partnered on that. I may be wrong on that, but that's my understanding. Oh, there he is. Dude, I was starting to get worried about you.
Yeah, I fucked up. I fell asleep. I came back
That's all
home
right.
from Huntsville. So
That
I was yeah.
that's understandable. I'm not gonna fault you on that. I know you've been working hard. Well, we've had some good conversations so far, but nothing. We just talked a little bit about my injury, and then Destiny apparently getting ready to use. You've got this bar, the Cerberus bar. Is it also the Kratos?
It is, yeah.
Okay, so that is the same bar. So they've got one out there at I guess it's Body Evolution. Is it Body Evolution's gym, Destiny, or is
Yep.
it okay? I didn't know if she was going to a different gym. I know that they were talking about. I was talking to Matt earlier this week, and he was talking about going to another gym and doing some final prep for OSG. I didn't know if they were going to be doing it somewhere else. Manny, it might be over 1,200. I know it's like $900 on the website, but you got to pay for shipping.
Yeah, it's pretty good amount.
Yeah.
We got ours for a deal with Cerberus.
And I apologize. I know if you watched Friday's episode, well, we were just kind of getting roasted for an hour and a half. Trey got made fun of a lot for his breathing. You'll probably hear me breathing a lot today because I can't breathe out my nose. Oh,
Oh well, it is what it is.
do you know what? This podcast did really well when we went off script and went vertical. So we're testing it out again to see how it does. We haven't had, obviously, we're not going to have randoms jumping in the chat because we're back to members only chat tonight. But that was a interesting time. I think the funniest one was somebody said we look like Batman and Robin, but Brokeback Mountain style.
Yep.
What was your
Um.
favorite?
Oh hell, I don't.
There was a lot of them.
There was one guy on there. Shoot, I cannot remember his name. He was pretty funny. He had some pretty good ones.
We did get a new member out of it, Pete. Give a shout out to him for joining the channel. And I did find out that as of October, all the Apple users can join as members now through the app. They don't have to go to their desktop anymore. So if you've been wanting to join as an Apple user, you can now.
Apple's stupid.
Android for life. Well, let's get into this past weekend. I want to first shout out you. Congratulations on a very good performance. You didn't win every event, but you did really well. I mean, you dominated the whole show for the most part. But you slipped up on one. Well, I don't know if you slipped up. You just didn't go all out. I got to give you a hard
No,
time.
I didn't go all out, but I knew that there was no point in trying to go against somebody with a freaking squat suit. So
He did
save
put up
energy.
8 reps. Yeah, you got 4, secured that second place. You also tied with the heaviest overhead press for the day. You strict pressed it. Congratulations on that.
Oh, thank you so much.
375 pounds overhead. Then you won the last 3 events. You tied because they didn't do split times, but you tied on that.
Boy, they did. I wonder what that time would have been, because I was flying.
You were. You threw them up on your shoulder, chunked them over the bar. Shout out to. Go ahead.
No, it was fun. It was fun. I didn't really have to exert, which I'm glad. Very glad, because I didn't feel great all day. My stomach was hurting, but it was fun. The whole show was great, and those 2 human beings that were standing next to you are gigantic.
Yeah. Well, if it fits in the schedule next year, I definitely plan on returning. I would like to get my redemption back after that, because the first event I went really conservative. My shoulder was not feeling good, so I didn't want to take any chances. And if I'd have just made to that 305 mark, I would have 3-way tied for third. The squat, based off of that one, I probably would have came in 4th or 5th on that. And then, but the last 3 events, looking at the scores, I think I could have been a threat to either 3rd or 4th place.
Yeah, for sure.
Because the sandbag toss medley, it was 3rd place was 2 bags. I know I could have done 2 bags, so it would have come down to speed. The sandbag to shoulder ladder was 3rd place was 3 bags. 3 guys tied for that, and it came down to time. And the guy who got 3rd place on it, Tyler Posey, congratulations to him on that. Me and him did that head-to-head at your show, and we were within a second of each other. And then the sandbag steeplechase, only 2 people completed it. So 3rd place only got, I think, 3 of the bags loaded out of the 4. So I think I would have been a potential 3rd or 4th place.
You're welcome, Alex. I'm sure y'all heard my voice on the. I was like, oh no. So
yeah, how'd you like the TikTok I made?
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah,
it was great. I was watching it. I said, "Oh my god, the music!"
Yeah, because when I went back and watched it, Alex was like, he took off because I hear you go, "Oh no, oh no," and then all of a sudden you hear thud from the headset, and then the camera just starts shaking like Godzilla's running by it. And then I had to throw in that "I'll be your hero."
Yep.
But congratulations to Caleb Vaughn as well. Dominant performance. He won 2 of the events outright, second in the other 2, and then the squats he did just enough to get on the board for that one. But he actually tied you with the overhead press, the 375. Of course, he did split jerks, but still
yes,
a 220 doing 375 pounds overhead, insane.
I don't mind tying with Mr. Caleb. He's a hell of an athlete. I might have been able to squeeze out on the day the 395, but I damn sure did not want to have to go there.
No, and I'm sure they didn't want to have to deadlift it up from the pads again.
I stopped it from slamming. I did hold it for a second, and then they told me to drop it.
Yeah.
Well, my fear was it was going to come off of there, and so much momentum was going to sling the rack into Jamie.
Yeah.
So that was my initial thought, and I was like, okay, let me stop it from doing that.
Oh, yeah. One other person I want to shout out besides, Charles Posey coming in for a podium, signed up last minute. Shout out to him, but also to Jared, one of my athletes, signed up, competed, got 2nd place in the 275 class behind Robert Marzoni, who is a heck of an athlete. He's also the Strong Corp chair for Strong Corp in Mississippi. But he is a national level athlete. So coming 2nd behind him, which it wasn't a foregone conclusion. I think there was 1 point separating them going into the last event. So congrats to my guy, Jared.
Yeah, he did really well.
Oh, yeah. Anything else you want to hit on from this past weekend show?
No, I mean, the gym there was awesome. I mean, they had room to do anything they wanted to, so I liked it.
Sports and Fitness in Ellisville, and it was hosted by Hub City Barbell Club.
Nope. Jared did open, and he didn't cut his hand on anything.
No, you're right. He did open. Did very well. He actually won the sandbag toss, which we tweaked his sandbag toss like the week before the show, and he really did well. All right, well, let's move on to other news from this past weekend. I'm kind of confused by this. So we have a new British log press record from Jack Osborne, Ozzy Osbourne's son. But he did it in Britain, right? It's the British log record. He did it at the Giants Live World Tour Finals? But it wasn't part of the competition.
Yes. No, he just did the log championship.
So my confusion here is Iron Bibby did it. He set the world record at 5:09 last year, I think it was, in Britain. Wouldn't that still be would it like? I know it took the world, but wouldn't it consider it as national record too?
No, because he's not from there. He's from Burkina Faso.
No, but doesn't the American log press record?
No,
isn't it held by like an Italian guy?
No, it's your homeland, and what's his name is from America. The reason why they're making him say he's Italian is because they need more ethnicity across the board.
That was a joke, J Mac. It's not his actual son. His actual son's probably like $1.75. Oh.
But no, because wherever you travel to, your homeland is the record you're going for.
Well, what about when you do state records? Like, I know people who've gone to other states and set the state record.
Well, they should. Well, you can go to other states and set that record, but you won't be setting your home Alabama record.
No, but that's what I'm confused by. Like, typically, I thought it was based off of where you were competing. So if like I went to Mississippi, I could set the Mississippi state record, even though I'm not from Mississippi.
I don't think that's the way. That's not the way it works for Giants and Worlds.
Okay. Sorry, J Mac. I didn't.
It's like it's your home country is the record you get to shoot for.
Okay. Yeah, that kind of confused me because I was like, it's the same show. But surprisingly, though, right behind him, I mean, he did 489.5 after you take the kilograms into American units.
It's 222 kilos, something like that.
But Andre Fortu did 485 to win the event for the day. That was part of the actual Giants live show.
Yeah.
Because they did a max log.
But he didn't finish for like number 6, was he?
He came in second overall.
Oh, he was second overall? Okay, good.
Yeah.
That's the young kid. He's only like 23.
Yeah, so your top 3 for the Giants Live World Tour, you had Luke Richardson, first place, Andre Fortu in second, and Andrew Flynn in third.
Okay, that's not surprising.
And in fifth place, Tom Stoltman.
I think it's funny that our 6'8" world's strongest man, everybody, that's like I kept seeing the post about his stone lift. Okay, yes, he's king of the stones, great, but he can't win another show.
He's king of the stones, but he also zeroed the manhood stones in 2024.
That's true. So I'm not a Stoltman fan anymore. So I'm tired of the hype.
Well, I did a little digging before the show, and I think I've kind of narrowed it down. I think it's his grip, and it may not be 100% the grip issue, but I think the grip is leading to a lot of issues because I pulled the last like 4 shows that he didn't podium. So we're looking at today or this past weekend. He was second in the log press. He was top 3 or 4 in the load and push, top 4 or 5 in the carry and drag. He won the Atlas Stones, but it was the wrecking ball hold that just destroyed him. He only beat one athlete. He came in 10th place overall, only beating out the 2 athletes who withdrew and 1 athlete who I don't even know who he is. No offense to him, but I mean, Oleh Pilapik. He's from the Ukraine. And, I mean, he didn't even break 50 seconds on it, whereas the average hold was like 70 seconds. So then I got to thinking, I was like, well, what else has he done that's hurt him? If you look back, it's deadlift and grip. And I wonder if the deadlift events that he's failed on are due to his grip.
That's possible. Everybody's got their problem, just like Trey Mitchell.
Because this year's strongest man on earth, he came in 8th place. His lowest finish was on the trap bar deadlift. Do you remember if they were allowed straps? Does anybody
Um,
remember that?
I can't remember. I think it was regular straps. They couldn't use figure eights.
Yeah. So I mean that would play into it. Then we look at the 2025 Arnold. He came in 7th place. His lowest points came from the max deadlift and the timber carry. So 2 grip heavy events. Even if you have straps, your grip can play a factor into that.
Yeah.
And then you go back to the 24 World's Strongest Man on Earth. Came in 7th place. He no lifted the manhood stones. Um, this is going to blow my whole theory. He zeroed the squat, which has nothing to do with grip. But ignore that. Everything else, I think his grip is what he needs to focus on.
Well, you say that, but remember now, Trey Mitchell's grip's horrible, but he deadlifts 470 kilos.
Yeah, maybe he just knows how to use straps better.
That's very possible.
Well, there's my 2 cents on Tom Stoltman. I think one, he just doesn't. I don't think he cares if it's not World's Strongest Man as much as he does for World's Strongest
Which to
Man.
me, that's not good. That's not a
No.
good way to be. You're just there to take up a spot and get some money. That's
Yeah.
where at least I can say Mitchell Hooper. I may not like him, but at least he goes to every show he does for the most part. I mean, I haven't seen any. He tries 110%.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, even when he's hurt.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, other than that, let's see. This past weekend, nothing crazy stands out. I mean, Andre Fortuk doing 485 on the log, very impressive. But there was nothing else that was like record setting that I saw other than Jack Osborne. Is there anything as you saw?
I'm not. No, I'm not. For some reason, I'm not as excited about Strowman uh, watching it or about the athletes. I think Patty Haynes on one I'm really excited for. The rest of them, just not really fun right now.
Well, do you think Jack Osborne in the next year or two might possibly go for the log world record?
Oh, absolutely.
You think he's got it in him?
I think he can. Yeah.
Let me see. I'm going to see what the Jack Osborne there he is. Because he did something that only, I believe it was Big Z has done, and it was like 465, 475 pounds for reps or something like that in competition. Do you remember what I'm talking about? Yeah, it was 9 reps, but I don't know what the weight is. It was at the England Strongest Man. Do you remember?
Uh, I don't remember. No.
Whatever the weight was, the record for that weight is 10 reps. He did 9, and he had time to spare, but he didn't need any more. The next closest person did 6. So there was a lot of comparison between him and Big Z at that point, and that was back in July, I remember. So I think if he stays on track, let's see if it shows how old he is. He's fairly new. He's only been in the sport or active from 2020 to 2025. He's done 5
Mm-hmm.
international shows, 3 national. So fairly young, and he's already setting national records. I think he definitely is going to be a contender for the world log record.
If he stays healthy, I see it.
And I tell you right now, his photo looks like Tyler Haynes. Let's see if I can share this real
He's a
quick.
really nice guy too. When I was at the Arnold, me and him and Laws kind of sat in the back of the room together and we're talking and bullshitting, and then of course during our 4 hour delay, I was able to talk to him pretty good bit. I mean, he's a good dude.
Jack Osborne.
Yes,
How do you know how old he is?
I want to say he's only 32.
Oh, okay, so he's still got a few good years. But you see the picture?
Yes,
Not
yeah,
like
that
Tyler
could
Haynes.
definitely be Tyler Haynes. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Um, I think that's all I had for events wise that are this past weekend. We do have the benefit comp coming up in December. How many of y'all have not signed up for it, and why haven't you?
I haven't signed up, but I'm doing it.
Are you?
Yeah, you got a bench press in there. Of course I'm gonna do it.
Of course. I'm not going to let you be competitive. I think you need to be an exhibition, kind of set the standard.
Oh,
So right now we've got
okay.
8 entries. We need to get a good bit more because I want this to be a good profit for
Who you got? Who do we
our
got
benefit.
judging this show?
It's going to be me. This one's going to definitely be me.
Okay.
Um, it's not big enough to where I think we'll need multiple lanes. We're going to try to keep it. I want to keep it around that 15 to 20 mark. Right now we're sitting at 8 athletes. I think between now and December we'll get there. Um,
Destiny, believe me, right now, I did better when I competed 9 times in a year than I do waiting and doing 3 or 4 a year. I promise you. Keep your body, do it healthy, healthy as possible, and give yourself plenty of rest. But try to keep getting where you. It's like a sports athlete. As long as you continually program your body to take the beatings to get stronger, I promise you, you'll feel better when it comes to the next show rather than taking time off and kind of dilly dallying around.
yeah. The
I'm
only
I'm
downside to
still
it is
trying to
just
catch up.
is if you well yeah if you're trying to spend too much time prepping for specific events, it's not going to be conducive if you're doing one every month or so. But just keeping yourself strong across the board, I mean, I do not blame doing so many comps back to back to back on my injury. I think that was me changing the way I do my squat in the last minute to try to gain the system, and I regretted that. So I think if you do it properly, you can stay healthy and compete several times in a year. Let's see. Destiny, you're gonna be training for Arnold, so definitely need a
We're
break with.
we're both gonna be training for the Arnold.
Yep. And you
Look
got
at
two
that.
months. 2 months after that, you can do the limit breaker.
Oh, OSG. Oh, who gives a shit about OSG? I'm
Oh.
talking about them. I'd rather be the Arnold. OSG is so crap to me. Like
I like OSG.
their online stuff is just weird to me. Like you have people go. I know you got to still verify, but you have people go in there and put on there they've done 1,000 pound deadlifts and whatever.
Yeah.
But let's just say like with all the videos they get, let's just say OSG's people doesn't uh, look over that specific athlete as well as they should, and somehow it slides, and then it screws out other athletes below because they were able to put some fake numbers in there.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just weird to me.
Well, I know there was a big issue one time where an athlete, and it may have happened more than once, but an athlete qualified for a lower weight class, didn't make weight, and then they shot up to a higher weight class, kicking somebody else out.
Yes.
Tyler Haynes, we were just talking about you. What's going on? Let's see. I'm going to try to get OSG stuff up. We need to talk about that. We hadn't brought it up, and it's next month.
What is it?
OSG. We haven't
Oh
discussed any of that stuff, any of the events, anything. So let's get that
no,
pulled up. Did you just blow a raspberry or did you burp?
it was a raspberry.
Quit being such a negative person, Trey.
I'm just I'm just me.
I appreciate you being you. All right.
Thor
So,
Thor withdrew from the Rogue Invitational.
what?
Is that Facebook news or real news?
Might be Instagram news.
That's the only way he gets money these days. I'm thinking he would stay in.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got a
Oh,
shoulder injury.
uh,
Oh.
well,
Well, I'm sure he
that
has enough
sucks.
money in stem cells and other stuff he can take to be right back in it in about a month.
That's true. Brian Shaw was talking about stem cells with his leg. I think he just went
Mm-hmm.
through treatment for that.
He did.
Um, well, let's run through these events real quick. We've got the log press challenge, day one, and then a timber frame carry. Day two. Wait, hang on. I may have messed this up. Got a deadlift ladder, a Cerberus strength sandbag steeplechase, and then mammoth bar circus dumbbell ladder, a stick and stone natural stone series. So 6 events, 3 days. Whew. I think it's pretty much the same as. I think the only difference from this to last year was the instead of doing the ruck challenge, it's the Cerberus strength sandbag steeplechase, and then the
So
press ladder is now a log press and then a circus dumbbell.
then they do a max deadlift, max log, go ruck challenge for the second event, and then a steeplechase,
Ugh, that sounds
and then finish with the
horrible.
stones. Yeah.
Excuse me, fighting off a cold here, so I apologize. You're gonna hear me snot and breathing and coughing. Um, there is a huge list of athletes, so I'm not gonna go through everybody. But what I'm gonna say is, I think 90 kilogram podium pick is gonna be Nick Myers, Brett Fain, and I don't see anybody else on here that I know personally. So hang on. I don't know. I'm gonna say Nick Myers wins it, and Brett Fain is up there. I think Pinkerton might actually hit top 10. What do you think?
Is
We got Derek
oh boy,
Owens.
is John Hack in there?
Oh, that's a good one. Let's see. There's so many names that are blurring together.
First of all, John Hack and Derek Owens would skunk Pinkerton.
Oh yeah,
Um, I don't think Pinkerton. Well, how many athletes is it?
there's a ton. Like I'm scrolling,
I
scrolling.
don't. I don't see Pinkerton getting top. I think top 15 possibly. Yeah.
Oh, we got Thomas Bjorvig, and there's a log person here,
Oh,
so he'll do good
yep.
there.
He'll be really good.
Um, see, 47 in the 90, Matt. Matt's got Tyler, Nick, and Brett. Philip? He's the one that won it, I think, last year. The Zizek
Philippe.
Philippe.
Yep.
231s. I think it's going to be a toss up. There's so many good athletes in this one. Like half the class I've invited to Limit Breaker. Um, we've got Casey Regan, who was at Nationals. I think he won Nationals at USS. Josh King, who has the deadlift record still, or
I know
did
Mr.
he
Josh
take it?
King. Yes, I think he still got it, but he's a bad man.
And we got Devin DJ Doggett out of Texas. He's going to be good.
Hey, Doggett is really good.
Yeah. And then Perkins. I think this is Perkins' first one, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah. That'll be a good show. The men's open, Jack Osborne's in it. And there's a log, so you think he's a lock to take it?
Is Zach in it? Big Zach.
Let's see. Do you know his last name? Zach Davis. Yep. Zach Davis is in there.
Him and Jack will do really well in log.
Tim Ballou's in there.
Tim Ballou's gonna do decent on some events.
Seth. We got Seth Sokup, who'll do good.
Oh, Seth Suckup's really good.
Let's see. Mark Sanchez. Oh, Mark's going to be my guy. I think he's going to be top
Mark's
three.
gonna be good. Yeah.
Nick Wortham. He'll be good. It's going to be a
Yeah.
good lineup. Let's see. We got anybody in the 80 kilogram we know here?
80s. We don't care about
Yeah.
the small people. Let's
Oh,
go up.
we care about a few. We've already gone way up. We started at 90 and went up.
Ah,
I'm going to say the only name I know is Chase McGee.
I wouldn't know any of the 80s. I don't think.
Oh, no. Steve Coyne's in there. You know him.
Oh, Mr. Coin. Okay, all right. They're cool
Yep.
now. Well, I forgot about him. I
Now,
thought
he's
he'd
made
do
top 10
90s.
before. No, he does 80. And he made top 10 one year. So, I
Oh,
mean, he's if he dials in, he'll be
all
really
right. Well, I retract what I said. I like Mr. Coin.
good. Matt said Philip could do it too. It's actually a solid 6 to 7 that could take the win. Yeah, I think it's going to be hard to determine the 90
Look at this
kilogram.
Matt Anderson. It's so specific. Like he knows Pinky's gonna get 12. All right, we'll make a bet.
I
I
know,
bet
that is a
$100.
very.
I bet $100 he don't get top 15.
He don't get top 15?
He don't get
Is
top
that what you
15.
said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I like Steve for a podium pick too. Look at Pete Paul in the Masters division. Matt Powell, 40 plus
Uh-oh.
lightweight. Oh, let's
I
see.
still can't believe he's old. He's that old.
I know. I really. I assume he's my age or younger. and I don't really know many more of the 40 plus, so I'm gonna give Matt my pick there. And then this year we had a guest on because they're gonna do the adaptive athletes, which I'm excited to watch some of that. This will be the first year they have it.
Well,
Uh,
God Almighty, I hope they don't have what the heck is it called? A Hercules hold.
well, Josh Smith's in this, so let's hope not either. But we got James Spurgeon in the adaptive men standing too, and he's got like a world record with the stone lift. Steve Moore, he's looks like he's in the biggest class, which is the adaptive men standing one. I think he's a world champion. He was on our show. He's 100% my pick on this one. But I don't know many of the other ones. They've got men and women in all their classes, so it'll be interesting to watch that this year. Destiny, how do we think he got his name? Yeah, Peepaw. I swear, though, I thought he was younger than me. Well, I
I
know
just
there's
think
a
I was
lot
the same
of,
age.
yeah. I know there's a lot of other athletes that we probably know and that we've missed. I apologize if we didn't say your name, but there is like 3 pages worth. But that is
Yeah, it's
November
fine.
22nd.
We can skip on to the Q&A with Brian Shaw.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. So, did anybody watch Brian Shaw's video? I watched part of it. I didn't see it all. Did you see it all, Trey?
I watched about 90% of it.
Give me your takeaway on it.
I'm about 60% sure that we're not going to have strongest man on earth this year.
It's very possible. I know it wasn't just this video. He said it in another video too that the expenses were outweighed the
I
income.
know
I
for a
guess.
fact they lost money. Then they had a lot of people that were not very appreciative. And there was also some rumors going around about Brian Shaw about taking money and um, taking money from the strongmen and giving it to the arm wrestlers, which I know for a fact would not be true.
Oh, see, I didn't
And
see that.
it was a whole bunch. A lot of people were complaining that they took $50,000 strongman money and paid out the arm wrestlers. Well, in fact, the arm wrestling event saved the strongman event because the arm wrestling had a production company that wanted to put it on, and that
Yeah.
helped a lot with the production costs with strongman. So there was a lot of different things that people don't know about. Obviously, if you listen to it, you'll know more. Um, but I'm the way he's talking, and the way Kerry was kind of talking. I'm not sure we're going to see a strongest man on earth. Which people out there, if you were planning on doing it, you know, you think about doing the limit breaker now.
Yeah. There
If
you
you
go.
need money.
And not to get like too detailed on it, or share too much. It is tough, and I know I'm nowhere near the scale of that. We're local level shows, but the stress of putting on a show, making sure everything's coordinated, the amount of money that goes into it. People don't realize how much even the local level shows. And I'll share this part with you. Let me pull up. I've got a spreadsheet that has every single one of my shows that I've ever done. I was working on it earlier today. The F and Strong, not this past one, but I think it was 2024's. We had a budget. We spent $3,500. I think after paying out trophies, prizes, giveaways, and everything that we did, I think we were in the negative by about $200. So I spent $200 to put on that show. And that was consistent. It wasn't until I think this last year that we actually had a $50 profit.
If it wasn't for my t-shirt sales, I would be in the negative.
Yeah.
But I pretty much break even every time,
Yeah.
which I'm fine with. I'm not looking at it
Yeah.
to be a damn business. I just want people to have a place to go and live.
Yeah, and that's the other thing too. This is a hobby. This is, unless you are the Rogue, Brian Shaw, World's Strongest Man, or the Arnold, this is not a business venture or OSG. This is not a business. You look at any promoter outside the top level ones, they have full-time jobs. They've got other things that they put on. Even this, like the YouTube channel, and when we go and live stream shows and we go and try to support other shows, this is what we do in our free time when we have free time. And
Yep.
it sucks because you get held to a standard of business. Like I said, I don't like this portion
I don't
of the
like
show.
this portion of the show.
Talking about how much we're not making money off of it.
Yeah.
But I mean, you get held to a standard of like, that's not very professional business. Like, well, no, because this isn't a business. This is a hobby that I'm trying to do to help. Family, jobs, all that stuff comes first. Sorry, getting on the tangent. But, I can see where Brian Shaw's coming from, especially his wife, because he's taken so much time of his life and he's got young kids too. And I mean, they start planning that stuff out. I know I plan a year out, and I know they do too. But looking at my budget of $3,000, and theirs is probably like $300,000. I couldn't imagine the stress with that.
Oh yeah.
So
And you know how he is. He's OCD and wants to do everything. I'm sure that's wearing him down.
I say all that because I have considered every year, like, what if I just don't do it this year? What if I don't host the Limit Breaker? What if I don't host F and Strong? What if I stop hosting shows altogether? I know Alex probably wouldn't be too upset with me, but I do it because I enjoy the sport. I try not to.
I hate it up to the show. Like I hate everything to do with planning. And then I do the show, and everybody seems to have a good time, and I'm like, okay, I can do one more.
There's like a euphoric 24 hours.
Yeah,
of
it's so
the
much
morning
stress.
of the show through the day after, when you start seeing everybody post their results, post their stuff, they tag you in it, and it's worth it at that point. And then that's when you start digging in and start prepping for the next year. And then by the time the show gets here, you're like, I'm done. This is my last one. And then you get that whole 24 hours of euphoria again, where like, no, This was so much fun. Let's see what we can do next year. It's just an endless cycle.
Yep.
Let's see. Gabby said, I remember seeing you hella stressed F in this year. Felt bad. This year actually was nowhere near as stressful as any of the ones before. I had a good team between you, Carrie, Garrett, all judging, and then all the support staff. Matt joined in. Posey joined in. So we actually had a good team. Stan. We had a good group of people. And this was probably – the F and Strong this year was probably the most – relaxed I've ever been. So Gabby, if you thought I was stressed then, you should have seen me like 2 years ago.
Yeah, the one with the fire truck wouldn't move.
Oh my god. Yeah, every single person in the whole show zeroed that event.
Yeah, I pulled on that thing until my insides were busting open.
You were my what do they call it, the litmus test or whatever. If you zeroed it, I was like, okay, nobody's going to do it in that group because you were the biggest in the group at the time because we didn't do weight classes. We just had an open class.
Yeah.
But before you got there, I was tempted to jump in to see if I could budget because I was like, sure, this is my best event that I've trained at the time. I was like, surely somebody's going to be able to budget. And then you done it, and you had to move it 2 inches to break the start line, and you were like 1 3/4 inches. You kept rocking it, and it would just roll back.
Yeah. Yeah, that was demoralizing because I just pulled a Prattville Fire Department truck like a week before.
Well, it was funny. They pulled up and they said, "This was supposed to be empty." I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "It's not. It's full." I was like, "Okay, well, I think you had."
Yeah, it went from 60. Yeah, I trained with a full in Prattville, but I was on a
flat surface.
I was on a flat surface, yeah. And this was slightly inclined.
It looked flat. This would look flat.
Oh
it was
my
just
God.
the smallest incline, just enough to where if they let off the brake, it would roll back slowly. Yeah.
I felt that pull for like 2 weeks. I stretched everything in my body.
Oh, yeah, Alex said she was convinced they had the emergency brake on. The only reason I know they didn't is because we had to chalk the tires because they kept rolling. It kept rolling further and further back.
I know they were inside the cab laughing the whole time. I know that.
Oh yeah.
Bastards.
They were thinking, these guys that can't move this. And I was like, no, probably 4 or 5 of the guys that were in the class could have moved it if it was on a flat surface. Like you, Todd, there was, what's his name? He don't do Strongman anymore, but he was hanging around with Todd a lot that time. God, what's his name? Young guy, really young.
What the hell is OSG? Tyler Davis sitting in the OSG.
Yeah, he is.
What the hell is PSG?
I don't know what PSG is. Do a strongman show with the sheriff's office.
I agree. I think so too. Mr. Jay Jones might be up for that. I know him We do a lot of work for them. It's supposed to be OSG. I don't think he's going to win OSG, but that's just my opinion.
It's going to be interesting. There is a ton of good athletes this year. It's going to be a difficult show. There was something else I was going to get at, but I forgot. Oh, Dylan. Thank you, Alex. I heard her yell something. I couldn't tell what she was yelling, but it was Dylan. He was in the show that year, and I think he would have pulled it if it was been on flat surface.
Yep.
He had a lot of potential. I hate he fell out of the sport.
It's not for everybody.
No, it's not. Well, there's a couple things I want to tease. We are working on a few projects behind the scenes. We haven't announced it, but I will announce this one, November 8th. Destiny, me, Trey, Eric Pham from my gym, and I don't think Michael can make it, but Mason's probably going to join us, and possibly some more people from Body Evolution. We are going to make a road trip to a university. I'm not going to say which one because I don't want y'all showing up. And we are going to do a test day. Now, granted, I'll probably be more filming and just commentating because I'm not going to be able to do anything, strenuous at least. But we're going to do some body fat testing, like the DEXA scans and all that. We're also going to do one I was excited about is the plate pull. So you're going to stand on a plate, pull the bar, and kind of see what your actual output would be. I'm excited to see what yours is going to be, training, and Destiny's. I'd like to see two of the top deadlifters in the South, who can, how can they pull. But there's a lot of other things that we're going to be working on. I'm going to record it all. We're going to release it on the channel. There is another project. I'm not going to spoil anything, but I will say that if it goes well, and it starts being profitable, it will be a reoccurring series, and whatever, I'm going to say 50% of the profits. So when it releases, watch the crap out of it so we get the ad revenue. 50% of the profits from the second event or the second project that we're working on is going to go to the benefit comp. So I'm just going to tack on half the earnings from that episode onto whatever we're giving Adam and his family.
Yep, that'd be good.
Yep. But that's all I got for tonight. You got anything, Trey?
All good. I'm about to go eat some chicken and watch a show and put on my CPAP machine and go to sleep.
All right. In the comment section, put what you think after we go off. Go back into the video and comment.
Adam, where you been? It's 8 o'clock.
Yeah, you done missed the whole show, Adam.
Yeah.
But to help this video get back out into the algorithm a little better, after we go offline and it finishes up, go back into the comment section and give us your prediction. What's the chances of Strongest Man on Earth being around next year?
Happy birthday, Hadley.
Happy birthday. All right. Well, thank you all for joining tonight. Y'all have a great night.
Bye, America.
Just do your thing. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna